Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring a really powerful and often misunderstood figure in Afro-Brazilian religions. That's the spirit entity known as Pomba Gira. Our sources really let us explore femininity, sexuality, and ritual practice in Brazil through her.
Yeah, and what's fascinating, what really jumps out is how Pomba Gira, even though she's sometimes seen as this, wicked woman or femme fatale,
Right.
she actually plays a deeply practical role,
Hmm.
helping her devotees navigate some really complex everyday challenges.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Who exactly is Pomba Gira? The material we looked at paints her as, well, quite a voluptuous female figure.
Mhm.
You see her in statues, sometimes like a gypsy fortune teller, sometimes almost a Brazilian Wonder Woman, often holding a trident.
Right, that classic symbol of power, maybe pathways too.
Yeah,
And her domain is very specific. She handles intimate questions, love, erotic attraction, money, power.
the really core stuff.
Exactly. It's where, deeply held desires often clash with the dominant moral codes. And to connect with her, devotees offer specific things, gifts,
Gifts
like perfume, jewelry, red roses are classic, sweet wine, cigarettes too. But there's a very clear understanding.
Uh-huh.
If you don't treat her well, the sources say, the feisty Pomba Gira will turn your life upside down.
Wow. Okay, so there's a real sense of reciprocity there, a strong obligation.
Definitely.
And how do these desires and the spirits themselves connect to bigger societal stories? Because Pomba Gira isn't just belief, right? Her identity seems tied into Brazil's social history.
Oh, absolutely. The sources make that clear. These aren't just dusty old myths. Stories like Maria Malambo, an elite woman supposedly forced into prostitution.
Right, I remember reading that one.
Or Maria Padilha, this seductive figure linked maybe to medieval Iberian sorcery.
Yeah.
These narratives are alive. They resonate.
And they connect to stereotypes, too.
They can, yeah. They draw on this enduring, sometimes tricky image of the Brazilian woman, particularly the mulata, as embodying a kind of tropical sensuality, though that term itself has a complex history.
Sure.
And if you zoom out, Pomba Gira and other spirits, the Povo da Rua, the people of the street, they echo figures from early 20th century Rio. Prostitutes, malandros, or rogues.
People living outside the norms of elite civility.
Exactly. Which brings up a key question these sources touch on. How do you define good and evil here? It's not always black and white.
That's really different from a lot of Western ideas. How does that shape how people engage?
Well, one practitioner is quoted saying, the devil isn't evil, it is humans who do evil. It puts agency and maybe accountability somewhere else. And you see this practical side, this emotional support come through so strongly. It's easy to dismiss it, but it makes you think about the diverse ways people find meaning.
Yeah, what struck me was how religion here is so lived. It's not abstract. It's a dynamic way to deal with life's tough stuff. Nazaré's story really shows this.
Absolutely. Nazaré, the zelador, the caretaker of spirits, she says she became one non pelo amor, my pelador, not through love, but through pain.
Pain. Like what?
Her first spirit encounters were tied to family problems, her husband's infidelity. Pomba Gira became her supernatural ally, as the source puts it.
An ally.
How? Well, for instance, the spirit Maria Malambo apparently offered protection, even vengeance, in Nazaré's struggles with her husband. There's a mention of a mystical battle. Even the rival may be dying.
So Pomba Gira isn't just about finding love. She's also about fighting battles. And Nazaré lives in a favela. That context must matter too.
It does. These are often complex urban communities, and Nazaré navigates her spiritual work within that. She notably refuses jobs for drug gang members.
Why is that?
She says the spirits only work for the good of all human beings and wouldn't accept it. Her main work involves trabalhos, ritual works, often love spells for her clients, mostly women, facing what the source calls everyday tragic struggles.
Right. So this deep dive, it really shows how Pomba Gira, embodying female sexuality, maybe transgression, she becomes a powerful way for people, especially women on the margins, to voice their experiences.
Yeah, and to navigate these really intense life pressures.
It definitely pushes us to think about how cultural symbols can hold both societal fears and a unique kind of agency, bridging seemingly opposite moral ideas.
It really does. What stands out to you thinking about it now, about how this specific cultural symbol offers a way to confront challenges that are both deeply personal and social?